Right, I just want to clarify before we get into the video. I made this video not for my personal game, but to raise awareness on scammers and, just this inspiring story for both of these two cancer survivors, which in my opinion is mind-blowing. I'm not going to ask you to, I'm not going to ask you to subscribe, I'm not going to ask you to drop a like. All I'm asking is if you can go down to the description and subscribe to both of these guys on YouTube and follow them on Twitch, because that would really mean a lot to them. So I hope you enjoy the video and make sure you listen clearly. See you later. So today I'm going to be interviewing Brandon, which is say hello,
Hello.
and this is his friend Sean. Say hello.
What's up?
And these two people both have very inspiring stories on how they both survived cancer, and it's really, really, really inspiring. And for me, it's emotional. It's quite emotional. But, yeah. Brandon, do you want to explain your story?
Alright, so I think it was back in 2016 this all started happening for me. So I was in 6th grade.
Yeah.
I was feeling pain in my jaw. Started hurting and hurting and hurting to the point where we thought we should get checked out. Went to the dentist. Dentist said it was fine. Went to the hospital said it was fine. Started getting worse and worse. Went to the dentist again. They sent us back to the hospital for the second time. And they did one more thing to test and see what anything was going on. And later that day, the second time I went back to the hospital, the doctor that I was with, he said, no, nothing is okay. You have something wrong and you need to go to a bigger hospital immediately. So we drove as fast as we could up to the bigger hospital. I was immediately, as soon as I walked into the room, put into a 3-week coma. Couldn't do anything, didn't know what was going on. Wake up, was on chemo, doing my rounds of chemo. And later, I did the max dose of radiation, which shrinks the cancer and does major damage to other things. And after everything was clear around my birthday, 2018, doctor said, you did it, you beat cancer. Honestly, Brandon, I didn't think we were gonna live. You prevailed and you beat it. So that was like one of the biggest things to happen in my life.
Wow. So, Sean.
So, this happened a little bit after we found out that he had his. Apparently, I had an infection in my growth plate that they labeled a Brody's abscess that was basically stopping me from growing up until my freshman year. And we didn't know that I had it until around my 7th to 8th grade year. It was like a year and a half after Brandon found out that he had his, and we became best friends in 6th grade. And I remember whenever I first found out that he had his, I felt so bad that he had it, and I was like, I was breaking down because I didn't know what I would do, if I lost him. And then later on that year, I found out that they had labeled mine as a cancer, and they didn't know what exactly it was. They didn't know if it was deadly or not. Luckily, my cancer was not deadly, and so it basically just stopped me from growing, and I was looked at differently by other kids because of it. I was left out of certain things, I was picked on. It was just the usual, I guess. But that's basically it cleared up in my 9th grade year, and I don't think I'm ever gonna grow again, so I'm kind of stuck at 5'4" to like 5'5"-ish. I'm just kind of here now.
Wow. That's not really the best, but your life, that's all that matters, right? Alright.
Yeah.
Brandon, what disadvantages did it have for you?
So right now, I can't full on run I can't swallow, drink, anything. Like, I can't do any of that. And that's like the two major things.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't drink or swallow anything. So I have to do it a special way.
I feel for you. Jesus. Do you want to explain you getting scammed with your Make-A-Wish money?
Yeah, so back in, it was 2017, I had a Make-A-Wish, and it was to get a setup, get some Rocket League keys, and buy my dream inventory. And the first thing I wanted to get was White Zombas. It's like the first thing I wanted them really bad. I find this guy who's selling them for when keys were available back in that time for 178 keys, which was a relatively really good price for them. And he got one of his friends, and they scammed me of 178 keys.
Wow.
For the Zombas that I never received.
You uploaded the video to YouTube, didn't you? You said.
Yeah, I posted a video on my channel of everything that happened, the gamer tags, everything. It's all there.
Alright. Is there anything you'd like to say, or whatever?
Just to the scammers out there right now watching this video, stop doing it. You don't know what the person's going on. You know what's going on through their life. Just stop doing it. Go find something else to do, and just don't do this stuff. It's bad and could hurt someone.
I hope these stories inspired you guys. I'd really appreciate if you shared this video, not for my benefit, but just for awareness. And it's very inspiring how these two have both survived, and they're still going on. You know what I mean? Like, if this was me, it would have just mentally destroyed me. Don't know what I'd be doing with my life. So, big up to these guys. Make sure you go show them support on the YouTube channels. They'll be in the description.